Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Welcome back to New Tip Daily. This is episode 17, season 2. I'm thrilled to have you joining me today. Thank you so much. So, today we're going to talk about taking action. Sometimes we take action and the results are not exactly what we wanted. Sometimes they're more than what we wanted. So, sometimes taking no action is also taking action. When you do nothing, that's the action you've chosen to take. So I want to talk about taking action with your family, with your loved ones. And family doesn't have to be your God-given family, the one you were born into. It could be a family that you created. Maybe you got together with someone, you have kids, or it's the people that you surround yourself with and you consider them like brothers and sisters. For me, it's important that we take action to let other people know how we feel, how they're doing, to be totally honest and tell them, "Hey, man, I'm not happy with what you're doing." Because they say, "How am I doing?" You go, "Great." Man, you just lied to them, right? What if they're not doing great? What if they're just basically sucking, basically, and you led them on by telling them they're doing great? So how do we take action on our family? Well, you can choose. The holidays are going to be coming up very soon. They're right around the corner. Some of my friends who are Jewish just had a holiday, and one of the things that I think holidays help us all do one thing, whether it's a religious aspect or not, but they allow us to reflect on our lives. They reflect on the people around us. When you consider Thanksgiving, and that is not a religious holiday, it's more of a get together, if you will. Uh, I don't want to get into the religious aspects of it, but I think faith is an important aspect to even when you get together on a Sunday, it is not a religious holiday. It's just getting together on a Saturday with family members, with your loved one. If you have date night, that's that's something that you can do because a lot of people, they'll have date night, but they stay home. And that's an action. You chose to stay home. What if you chose differently? What if you said, it's date night and we have a date night every Friday or every Thursday, whatever day it is, it doesn't matter. And you say, hey, you know what? Next week, I'm enjoying our time together. I think we can benefit from having other people join us on our date night. We don't have to call it date night. We'll just get friends get together. And then you're uniting in a different way so that you can interact with maybe your partner's friends, or they can act or interact with yours, or maybe if you have combined friends, if you will, you all get together and then you enjoy each other's company. So taking action when it comes to family decisions, I think sometimes people are very rash and they'll do something for the family instead of saying, let's consider our action. What is it going to do for us? how are we gonna benefit from it? So think about that. Family vacation should be something that everyone is excited about. I hear so many times about a family going on vacation, the kids are miserable, they don't wanna go. Meanwhile, they get there and, yeah, they'll have fun. But what if you included them in the decision of where you're going for family vacation? Maybe you're going to the Bahamas. Maybe you're going to Aunt Mary's. You know the kids are gonna wanna go maybe to Aunt Mary's because Aunt Mary's a lot of fun, or maybe they wanna try a new adventure. Maybe it's Disneyland. Maybe it's it's a road trip, but it's gonna be a miserable road trip if they have to go. Meanwhile, if you say to them, "We wanna take a road trip, but we're not sure where we wanna go. Would you help us? These are the choices." Taking action as a family allows you to include everybody in the decision making so they're invested in it. Say, hey, these are the options. What do you think? We have 7 options. We're going to go to 3 of them, but we want your input. We want to buy a new TV. Would you mind going with us and helping us? We're going to buy a stereo system. We want to buy furniture. We're going to buy furniture for your bedroom. Sometimes kids are not given that choice even for their bedroom furniture. But wouldn't it be interesting to say, "Hey, here we're gonna upgrade your furniture in your bedroom. But before we do that, let's consider 2 things. 1, what are we gonna do with your furniture that you currently have? Can we donate it? Do we know someone? Is there a charity? And then 2, we think we wanna paint the room before we bring the new furniture in, or change the carpet, or add carpet, or do the floors, whatever it is. But get the kids involved. Say, "We're thinking of these colors. Which ones do you like? It's gonna be your room." And the kid might go, "I wanna paint my room black." And in your head, you're going, "There's no way I'm painting my room black." But you know it could be done really classy. It could be really cool looking. Instead of saying no, go ahead and Google rooms that are painted black and get ideas. Maybe it's gold and black, or red and black, or yellow and black, or black and blue, black and purple, and get ideas. Say, hey, maybe we just paint one of the walls black and the other one's like a dark or white, or, to contrast. And then you didn't say no. You just said, let's refine what your thoughts are. What if your kid comes, I want to paint my room purple, and you hate purple, but your kid loves purple? If you give them anything else and you ask them for their opinion, they're going to be miserable. But what if you say, hey, we can do an accent, maybe a stripe along the wall, the top, the bottom, the middle, one wall, whatever. But at least they have their input. And that's taking action as a family, working together. Because when you work together, you're going to be such a happier family. So take action as a family, make decisions together. Sometimes you may be in a position where you have to move to a different state. I know friends of mine have moved to different countries, and it's because of work, and the money's way too good. And you know that there's a great opportunity for your whole family. So maybe you have to say to them, listen, we have to move to whatever country. It's going to happen. But when we get there, we want your input on what your room is going to look like. We want to figure out, we have a couple of different schools that we can go to. Or if your spouse is moving with you, maybe it's just two of you. What job are they going to have? What opportunities will be available to them? So when we take action, sometimes we have to consider everyone involved. How does it affect them, the actions that you take? If you are alone, you live by yourself, that's cool. I'm sure your friends are going to miss you if you have to leave the country, but you can stay in touch with them, taking action to say, hey, I'm going to write you once a month, or let's do a Zoom call, right? Would you be okay with a Zoom call maybe once a month just to say hi, going to a new place? So take action. Your kids no longer have to be in a bad position because they're leaving their friends. You can say, hey, you know what? Let's set up a plan so that maybe every Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock, we do a Zoom call with your friends. Would that be okay? And set it up with their parents. And you do that and you put it on a calendar and boom, it pops up on your calendar. We have to talk to Johnny or Mary or Sue or Blake, or whatever. And your friends can tell you what's going on. You can tell them what's going on in your world. But we have to take action and be smart about any transitions that we're going to take and include your whole family. Because if they feel left out, there's no buy-in. So when you take action, do it as a family. That's my biggest tip for you today. If it affects your family, make the decisions together. You're going to go buy a new car. Take the kids with you. They're going to sit in the back seat. Let them sit in the back seat. Of course, they're going to want to try the front seat also. Let them. Maybe they help you in the color. Maybe they help you on accessory. Maybe they like this brand instead of that brand, and they may have good points. And you say, hey, listen, I want to go check out these 6 different dealerships. And maybe your kids are teenagers. And you say, can you do some research and tell us which would be our best purchase? Even if you don't go with what they say, you gave them a voice. And then they may change your mind from what you initially wanted. You may want car A, but then they bring all these facts about car A compared to car C, and car C is just so much cooler, so much better. And car C was never your top. Car A and B, yeah. But C never considered it as much. But now your kids did the research. And then you have to see their point of view. Does it make sense? It's a family car. You're going to take your kids in it if they're teenagers. Maybe eventually they're going to want to drive it. Are you going to buy a car that you are comfortable leaving for your kids? Or are you going to buy them a new car? Or are you going to let them buy their own car? Choice is yours. So take action as a family. Thank you so much for joining me today. By the way, the rest of this week, I will not be doing any New Tip Daily posts or live streaming because I am going to be going on different adventures. I'm going to Sarasota, then I'm going to California, and I'm doing a couple of events in California. Then I'm going to Arizona for a little bit, and then I'm back to New York. So looking forward to seeing you next week, not Monday, but Tuesday, Family Tuesday. So a week from now, I'll be back. Thank you so much. Have yourself an amazing, amazing time. Take care. Do me a favor. If you like the show, subscribe, share it with friends and family. I'd love to hear some tips that you may have. Thank you so much. Be safe. I'll see you next week. Take care.